audio off.
So let's try to work on. We gotta really listen to each other, make sure we're not over talking each other and stuff as best as we can. I'm about to snap this up though. Hey, look, I got my shirt. You got the shirt. Toes.
Hey. Somebody get that shit.
Down to my top, like I'm baby. If you're perfect, and my Tommy boxes, but really though, you see a silly hoe. Alright. Now, yeah, that's it. And they cheerleaders should be here too. Normally they be having a band up there. So some games, some games, like I'm sure like the next Friday game, they had a band up there, and they do their whole warm up, like they won't even have a CD. Just the one you just created, right?
Yeah, I just made it. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check.
I'll figure it out. I think I gotta do it over here. Or I might just give you the password and stuff. But it's some way you can link it, because mine is linked to it. I just can't remember off the top of my head. The X to... What's your name on there?
Facebook as a whole or on the page?
On that page.
So it's Lisa Antonio, analyst slash commentator. But you can put, I just put right there. Okay. Well, how the whole jerk come up there?
I come up
Put
with
at D, exactly, right? Put at D dot Antonio. Capital C, capital J.
BROD.
Yeah, capital PROD.
I'll figure it out. So they were Adrian was. Got that
What's the URL for that? The drink got it, so like, if you put this.
Okay. So I'm gonna see, because sometimes, shit be different when you do it on the computer than when you do it on your phone.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check. Mic check, mic check.
One of their coaches. That's the first time, yeah, they hired a girl coach for the men's team.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Reminder to all fans that during the game, you can try out. That's from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. The areas in front of both benches and the score table are for players and coaches only. The area in front of both benches and the score table are for players only. Please do not cross in front of the benches or the score table at any time during tonight's game. You got 2 minutes. Come on in and grab your seat.
I'm going to introduce this in now. You talking to me? Oh, what you said? Go ahead. Look, I can hear you. Do it again. Yes, it is. But it's on there.
Mic check, 1, 2, mic check.
You can't hear yourself. Could be a delay. Can you hear me? Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Mic check, mic
The Bishop McNamara Mustangs take on the Bishop O'Connell Knights. We have McNamara standing at 4-0, looking to make it a 5th win, and Bishop O'Connell 3-1, trying to get this win on the road. Bishop O'Connell is actually coming off a big win where they beat Friendship Collegiate 82-20. That's a very big win, but I'm sure that this Bishop McNamara team will give them more.
Your attention, please. There's a car blocking a person trying to leave. It's a BMW with the license plate Long Mama. BMW license plate Long Mama. Please move your car. Thank you. Welcome to Bishop McNamara High School for tonight's contest between the visiting Bishop O'Connell Knights and your host, the Bishop McNamara Mustangs. Admission into interscholastic events in the Washington Catholic Athletic Conference entitles spectators to enjoy a competitive exhibition of skills in a Christian educational setting. Spectators, please give the student athletes positive encouragement and support. Show respect for opposing players, coaches, and spectators. Please refrain from booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials and opponents. Such behavior is unfriendly and unacceptable. Please respect the integrity and judgment of game officials. They are doing their best to promote the student athlete and the game. Be a positive representative of your school community. At this time, please rise for the prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of life which we abundantly enjoy this evening. May our cheers be a song of praise and thanksgiving for all the many blessings you have bestowed on us. And may all the efforts made tonight be offered for the glory of the name of Jesus Christ, your Son, our Lord. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Knights. Starting at point guard, number 0, senior Xavier Johnson. At shooting guard, number 3, senior Matt Beck. At small forward, number 21, junior Jack Prophet. At forward, number 33, junior Charlie Weber. At forward, number 35, sophomore Jamal Banks. The head coach of the visiting Knights is Joe Wood. Now, let's meet the starting lineup for your host, the Bishop McNamara Mustangs. Starting at guard, sophomore from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, number 5, Connell. Running at guard, a junior from Springdale, Maryland, number 12, Gary Kirkland. At guard, a senior from White Plains, Maryland, number 0, David Williams. At forward, a senior from White Plains, Maryland, number 2, Nigel Marshall. And at forward, a junior from District Heights, Maryland, number 4, Brandon Connell. The head coach for the Mustangs is Marty Kinklock, assisted by Jay Gavin, Dan Goodwin, Darrell Hall, Brian Inch, Harold Curley, Manning Grant, Dan Kirkland, and Rod Whitfield. Referees for tonight's contest are Chris Michaels, Steve Parham, and Mr. Anthony.
You can't hear me. This is going to be a great game. I'm excited to see what both of these teams have in store for us. Like I said in the beginning of the game, Bishop McNamara is coming off a win against Bishop Law. Right now, we're getting ready for tip. I'm Shanice Lee.
My name is Demetri Antonio. The tip off goes to Bishop O'Connell.
Number 0 brings it down, immediately attacks the basket. It's up and it's good and one.
On that fast break. It wasn't a fast break, but you made it look like it.
So that's the way you want to open the tip. Fast pace right from the beginning of the game. To the charity stripe for one. It's up. And it's good. Williams bringing the ball up. O'Connell seems to be in a man-to-man. Nigel, jab step. Pass around the perimeter. Inside, the ball is up. And it is
out. O'Connell picks the ball up, pushing the ball up short.
Pass attack once more.
Go back to the line and take a foul for Bishop O'Connell.
McNamara definitely has to find an answer to cutting off that penetration. We do not want that to be the telltale of this game. Once again, number 35 to the charity stripe for 2. The first one's good. Second one's up, and it's good. Williams bringing the ball up, surveying his defense. Coming off the screen. A little bit of a hesitation, kick out. Loses that.
That was tough. He was going to the rack. He had a little bit of a lane and lost the handle on it. Able to corral and force out on Bishop O'Connell.
Williams
the
reception.
ball now.
Great move. It's up. That was a great runner. Just couldn't sink that one.
Soft shot, almost went in. Again, get to the line for Bishop O'Connell.
I'm anxious to see if Coach Keithline will put this pressure on this O'Connell offense. Because normally we see this Bishop McNamara team start out in that full court traps everywhere. And it seems as here, they're just in a regular man-to-man.
I think it's because Bishop O'Connell has a couple of players that have a little bit of speed and that they can outrun a track. We're going to see number 035 do it a couple times, but you can see if they can continue to use that speed to burst through the track. Or if he does continue to throw those tracks towards them.
It's up and it's good.
It's 6-0 lead right now.
Marshall Joyner swinging around the perimeter. Looking for options. The shot is up and it is off. Long three. It's up again and it is off. McNamara's team They're seeming to settle for these long three-pointers when they can work the ball around, hit some gaps just like the Bishop O'Connell team has done.
Selling for a lot of long-range shots right now.
McNamara in this man-to-man defense, passing around the perimeter for O'Connell. Great defense, great defense. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3, 2, the shot is up, and it is all.
Gets a hand on the ball. The confident flops an open three. Off the backboard, a goal game. Number 5, Womack.
Great heat check for Womack. That's what they've been looking for.
Across corner, he takes that shot. It's good for the 33.
Womack bringing the ball up, getting this offense ready. O'Connell still sitting back in the man-to-man. Coming off the screen, pass around the perimeter. Shots up for Kirkland, and it is off. Rebounded by number 3, Bishop O'Connell.
Another deep three.
That's great defense. That's a way to put your body on the line.
Absolutely. He was moving his feet really well. And then that guy was trying to get to official contact, was trying to get to the right. You go that show like that, and you have a defender moving his feet, you're going to get that charge card. Good job.
He definitely, after he made that great crafty crossover, he should have just pulled up, avoided the contact.
The way he got pump fake, going to the rack, it was going to be fouled. No call for a 3. And the ball goes to the next one.
We have a sub at the table, number 23, Moore, in for number 12, Kirkland. Ibn to inbound the ball under the basket. Up to Marshall. Marshall with the jab step, up, and it is off.
Just a little too much off the glass. It's a good shot and a good look.
I definitely would like to see that. Marshall has a lot of a weight advantage on a lot of these defensive players. Shots up by 21, and it's good. Long 3.
Early in this first quarter, Bishop O'Connell is utilizing a 3-point shot, taking mini and going in right now. They're up 11 to 3.
Great crossover, attack the basket, and the travel's call. I believe that was the right call. I think that he lost his footing a little bit with little to no contact.
I think early on, we're seeing some of the Mustangs players trying to do too much. I feel like we should keep the ball moving around and be able to find the other man, find the other shot. Number 3 for Bishop O'Connell. It's good.
At this point, they've seen that Bishop O'Connell is not afraid to take the 3. Get a hand up and guard that perimeter. Around the perimeter. Moore thought about the shot, passes back to Womack. The shot is up, and it's good. Great shot.
Clutch shot right there. Oh, good defense. Blocking foul. That was beautiful defense. He got in position like that. I thought he was going for the charge call.
That's definitely an awful call. He definitely got to that spot and got his feet set. Definitely should have been rewarded for that one.
Deficit right now for the Mustangs. He's 5-14. First time we see them down right now in the first quarter at home. Interesting to see how they can come back and close this lead. Close in on this lead.
McNamara still sitting back in the man-to-man. Shot is
3. Oh, rebound at 23 more. Pushing the ball up.
Decided to pull it back and set up the offense. Williams surveying the offense. Come on,
Marshall.
Great shot by Williams. Great in and out move.
Good job busting the offensive boards right there, but the play was made for him to get to the rack and having a soft shot for an easy rebound for him. More looking for a shot to the rack. Good back from Marshall. As soon as Moore got fouled going to the rack, messed the shot up a little bit, but good follow up Marshall right there.
Definitely took the words right out of my mouth. There was definitely some contact where that foul should have been called. But like we said, there's no need to worry. McNamara did start off a little slow, but as we see, they're gaining momentum, and right now we have a 16-10 ball game, and we have a timeout on the floor.
Coach Granitson right now, I think he's probably putting the emphasis on defense right now. There's been some open shots that Connell has made from deep, not too many contested shots from deep. So they're going to see him take a three. We want to see the Mustangs force them to take contested threes, not open threes.
I would like to see this Mustang offense slow down a lot. Survey the offense. They're not giving too much pressure. It's a regular man-to-man defense. I would love to see them run some of their options off maybe a motion offense.
Okay.
O'Connell with the ball, bringing it up, in and out, crossover. The shot is up, and it is off. Rebounded by number 33 and put right back. Williams off to the races, surveying the offense. Marshall, a little bit of a dance, passes out. The shot is up, and it is off, way off, air ball.
His defense from Marshall gets on the back of the field. Williams with the ball, pushing it up. It's a deep three.
Definitely a heat check for Williams. Definitely showing why he is a senior and a point guard and putting his team on the back. We have a 5-point deficit, 18-13. Great step back, and the shot is off.
Really solid shot. Good rebound. Number 3, Wilkins. Looking for a pass. Williams open on the baseline. Step back. Mid-range shot. In and out.
A little bit of a heat check for Williams. That was a great move, but just could not convert on that.
Great move.
A little bit of a push-off.
Referee called that push-off to number 3 for Bishop O'Connell. Elbow creates too much space right there. Got called for that.
It took the referee a little bit of time, and I'm glad to see that he made the right call.
Number 30, Noah Wiggins.
Looks like this quarter went pretty fast. We have about 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in this quarter. Williams with the ball, surveying, running the offense, coming off the screen for Marshall. Marshall. Shot's a little bit short. O'Connell with the ball, attacks the basket, up and under, it's off.
Correct call, Mustangs ball right there. The guards for Bishop Connell are trying to get to the rack. They're trying to ISO these defenders and get them to pull in and find a way to the rack. But right now, Mustangs doing a good job of help defense coming over and helping the drivers.
We have Wiggins that checks in. Marshall coming off the screen. Great help defense by O'Connell. Marshall pulls up, and it is short. O'Connell off to the races. No numbers, but they put up the shot anyway, and it is good. Right now we have Bishop O'Connell basically telling McNamara, pick your poison. They started the game out the first couple seconds of the game attacking the basket. Then they showed their depth, stepped out, and pulled the threes. So they're telling them, we can give you any way we got it, stop us. Great move.
Oh, terrible crossing referee right there. I saw him take one dribble, 2 steps, and then elevated to the rack and finished the contact with the before traveling right there.
Marshall's a big guy. We heard those footsteps were up from up here. We heard 2 steps. I'm not sure where the referee got from that one. Maybe coaches just have a talk with that referee and let him know that that was a 1-2 Euro step.
Marshall take a breather right now. Number 1, Taylor comes in for Marshall.
O'Connell surveying the defense. The shot is up, and it is off. Seems like we have a foul on the floor.
I thought it was a ball foul on the rebound. Instead, they called a foul on the 3-point shot. I saw minimal contact. There may be some contact.
On the line for O'Connell, number 33, Charles Weber.
That was an awful call. I definitely don't agree with that one. We're saying early subs right now for Coach Keith Line.
Out of his 3 free throws so far.
Entering for the Mustangs, number 24.
Number 24, Bell checking in for number 23. More great gave some great minutes off the bench. And we have another sub coming in for the Mustangs. Number 12, Kirkland. For Ibn Williams.
Number 20, Theodore Jackson.
I think coach is really looking for a spark off the bench that he's gotten in previous games. It's much needed right now.
We have less than a minute in this first quarter. Passing around the perimeter. Surveying the offense. Nearly picked off. We have a shot clock correction, excuse me. I believe it's up to 16 seconds.
Pass to the back court for Wilkins. 10 seconds left on the clock, loses the ball.
We're seeing great defense right here from Bishop O'Connell.
Pass to Taylor. The ball. Wilkins shot just good. Rebound to Bishop O'Connell.
Less than 20 seconds in this first quarter. O'Connell setting up for the last shot. Taking this thing all the way down. 10 seconds left. Pass around the perimeter. Attack the basket. Pulls back. Goes back in.
Good defense from Taylor. Strong block.
Great.
Seconds left on this clock right here. You want to see if he can close out this quarter without giving Bishop O'Connell a basket.
The ball is being inbounded under the basket. The ball's in. Step back. Great defense. They almost got that one off with that rebound under the basket, but that was a great first quarter of play.
For Bishop O'Connell, I see a lot of energy in that for Bishop O'Connell. They came out high energy in this away game. Crashing, of course, and taking open threes and the shots are given. Right now, Bishop McNamara is struggling to find their offense. I think that's because their defense is not as spark as it usually is. That control chaos we spoke about other games, that can lead to a lot of fast break points and open shots. Unfortunately, they have had too many turnovers forced by the Mustangs, which haven't led to any easy fast break points either. So right now, look at this quarter, hopefully their half-court offense can pick up.
Now, I'm not one to give a team a lot of leeway, but we have been here with this Mustangs team. They play a lot of high-energy offense, a lot of high-energy defense. And like I've said in the beginning of this broadcast, they just came off the game at Coppin State and Bishop Laughlin, where it was a one-point game. You know, so we can see that this McNamara team is trying to find that energy and that camaraderie within the team. And I'm sure within these next couple quarters, we still have a lot of basketball to play. We will see a big spark for this McNamara team.
Taylor on the side out right now. Passing the ball in. Wilkins has the ball in the backcourt, bringing it up.
Pass coming out the screen. Around the perimeter, surveying his defense. Pass across court. Attack. The ball is up, and it is off. Missed.
Good screen for Wilkins. Easy layup.
That's the type of spark Bishop McNamara needs right there.
Bishop O'Connell bringing the ball, and number one has it. Trying to set the offense up. Motion to the left, between three, still holding the ball. Now trying to Bishop O'Connell gets it.
We see a little bit of a defense change. We have Bishop McNamara in a 1-3 run, which is very smart. Of balls up, and it is off. Missed badly. Rebounded. Missed again. Great hands. We see Coach Keithline really planning to making sure that Bishop O'Connell do not get those 3 points off, and also taking away some of the driving lanes. That's a great call by Coach Keithline. I'd love to see how this McNamara team slows down O'Connell with this zone defense.
Williams checking back in the front guard position.
We have 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Good defense, still for number 22 for Bishop McNamara. Pushing it up. In transition, charge on the 2-1. You really want to see a bucket right here. Transition takes, but unfortunately, the charge is not. They have the numbers.
Checking in for McNamara, number 2, Nigel Marshall. For O'Connell, number 33, from Weber.
Shot is up, and it is good for number 23 of Bishop O'Connell. We have Ibn Williams bringing the ball up. Marshall on the run, goes up, and it is good. We need to see a lot of that from Nigel Marshall. His size advantage is unmatched in this game.
Marshall checks right back in and does a good job of making sure they know he's back in the game. Good defense, using his hands to force that error pass, but as I said, Marshall's back in the game and he does a really good job of holding his head and getting back in the game.
Number 35, Connell, and 0, Xavier Johnson.
Williams with the inbound, bringing the ball up. 10-point game, McNamara down, 17-27. Pass around the perimeter. Surveying his defense. Bishop O'Connell is still in this man-to-man. Great help time. The shot is up, and it is high.
Marshall, strong putback. Putback strong.
He's a monster down there. That's what he needs to do. O'Connell surveying this 1-3-1. The shot is up. Horrible call. That is a horrible call.
This is the second time we've seen him allowing a 3-point shot. I guess you can take this right here because you're not going to tell your defenders to stop close.
On the line for
You want to make these shoot with outstretched arms. Hopefully, just make sure you don't get any contact down low. A little bit of flop from the Bishop O'Connell player, but referee gave him the call.
As I was just thinking as you was talking, Dimitri, coach is telling the referee just what I was about to say. The shooter kicked his leg out, which gave no opportunity for the defensive player to get out the way. That's a horrible call by the referee. He needs to watch that. We saw a lot of that call in the JV game right before this.
Entering the game for the Mustangs, number 11, Cameron Smith.
Cameron Smith, last time here at home, gave a really nice start off the bench for the McNamara team. I'm sure he's looking to continue with that good hot streak.
McNamara Marshall surveys the court. Pass up Ibn with a long three, and it is all.
Long rebound goes to Bishop O'Connell.
We might have missed that, but we have number 11, Smith, my guy, checked into the game.
Good defense. Good use your feet. We're not able to direct that pass, and no matter what, good job from the Mustangs player. Using all of his left right there.
This is a packed house. If you're tuned in, you can see the energy in this house is great. Nearly a 5-second call. The ball is inbounded. Attacks the basket.
A lot of quick whistles here. Early in this first half.
That's ball down, number 2, Nigel Marshall, his first.
When the game is going like this, we want to see
on the line, number 35, Connell, shooting 1-1.
basically do the same thing you see Bishop Collins do. Forcing the referees to use their whistle, continue to drive to the rack, and possibly get some calls.
Definitely, because they're definitely using their whistles right now.
The rebound by Marshall and the quick steal for Bishop O'Connell player. Another steal for the Bishop O'Connell player. Lazy pass all the way down court.
We are seeing
Deep shot for Bishop O'Connell player. Another shot.
now that's the way that you capitalize on a big mistake. We see Bishop McNamara very lackadaisical with the ball. And when a team makes a mistake, you have to capitalize. And that's what we see Bishop O'Connell team doing right now. The game is 35-19 with Bishop O'Connell in the lead. O'Connell came out on all cylinders, ready to take no prisoners. They definitely have something to prove. I'm not sure what it is, but they're ready to take this W. It's very early. McNamara definitely has a chance. It's only the second quarter, but they have to pick it up right now before this league gets out of control.
This is what you want to see early in the season. You want to see a team come into a hostile environment and the away team really punch the home team in the face early. Because then now you have your whole home court behind you as an advantage to help you fight back into this league. But what's happening right now is, like I said, there's a little bit of energy difference right here. You see the Bishop O'Connell team high energy, getting steals, getting running back, getting steals off of rebounds, quick steals. Right now, they're using a lot of high energy to get their points. I think if Bishop McNamara gets the energy up. I think their skill will definitely match, and I can see this game getting a lot closer.
This will definitely test the heart of these Bishop McNamara players. This is the first time in 4 games that they have been down by this large margin. Back into this, man-to-man. Bishop O'Connell's playing some great help side defense. Around the perimeter, looking for answers. Joiner attack. Looking for someone, passes. Nigel behind the back, pull up. Shot is good.
Nice middle shot by Marshall. Marshall was down low trying to get the ball. Still moving around, finally get that ball. That's strong to using that speed.
That's going to be the Achilles heel for Bishop McNamara. They have to get back on defense and play some defense. That's one area I want to see Nigel Marshall get better with his 3-point shooting. But he's keeping them in this ball game. Definitely keeping them in this ball game.
That was a bump call. I'm not sure what that call was. I didn't see too much contact with the guy.
With Bishop O'Connell playing this strong man-to-man defense, like you said before, we're seeing that these referees are calling a lot of ticky-tack fouls. They have to force these referees to call the fouls. Get some points off of free throws.
Absolutely. Like the last time. The last time Bishop McNamara had the ball right there, Nigel set up for a 3-point shot, but you want to see him use his side to really force the ball out or make them either he needs to get the basket or rebound or they call a foul.
The second attempt is up, and it is off, rebounded by Taylor.
This is both free throws went out on those attempts to the charity stripe.
Pass down low.
Strong move. They use the sides to get down low and get that bucket really fast.
And it could be just as simple as that. That's what we need to see here. O'Connell with the ball. Number 0 being crafty with his dribble. Pass around the perimeter. The shot is up, long 3, and it is off. Rebounded by number 15, Butler. Joyner bringing the ball down. Crossover. Loses it. Back into Bishop O'Connell. He's on the run. Transitions. Goes up. And it is good.
Scores 23-40 right now. Bishop O'Connell has a 13-point lead.
Once again, McNamara needs to play some defense.
Foul down low. He dropped up the position. I believe that was Butler right there. He dropped up the position.
That might be the first call we've seen down low. First foul call. So you see what Coach Keith have done here. He's brought in some of his smaller players with speed, maybe to strap down some of this penetration we have for Bishop O'Connell.
Absolutely.
Great pass. Thought about it, brings it back out to Womack. Pass to Ibn. Has a screen up top. The shot is up by number 12, and it is off. Rebounded by Bishop O'Connell.
That one rim in and out right there. That was a good shot. Getting too much space in the transition. He throws that through.
That's just a great shot. Just a great shot.
Stop on the dime. Goes up, tough shot. Gets fouled. Going to the free throw line to get the 2 right here. That was a good shot, that last shot. But it was just too much space in the transition right there. And that's because, like you said, this is how long we should get to the lane. We can get fouled and we'll make 2, and we can pull the 3. So right now, Bishop McNamara playing defense on their toes. It's not really strong and control chaos as they usually do.
This defense right here, they have to play honest defense. That first shot is up and it is good. They have to play honest defense. You have to defend the 3-point line. You have to defend the penetration. You have to play all around defense. That's what we need to see here. But I loved what our point guard here, Evan Williams, did. He pulled his team in and told them, let's go, guys. We got this. Let's get it together, and let's get on the run. I love to see that from a point guard. And so we're going to see how their team responds. That second shot is off.
But you're right, exactly. They're going to run here before the half is over. That'd be a good momentum swing going into the locker room for the Mustangs. 35 looking for a shot. Mustangs with the rebound. Scramble, man, scramble for it. He lost it. Good defense for Taylor to get back and force the miss.
That was
Two shots. That will be two shots though. Good take right there for Wilkins. I'm sorry, that was Womack. Good take for Womack on the baseline right there. It was a mass scramble, but Taylor had a beautiful defensive possession right there, getting back and contesting that shot and not fouling, forcing the miss.
I would like to see when that ball is loose like that everybody gets on the floor and just grab the ball and control it, not trying to dribble while they're down. The first free throw is up and good by Womack. To the charity strike for the second.
Second shot is good. So the 26-43 score here with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Spin. Oh, you foul on the play.
We're seeing emotions running very high with this ticky-tack foul that we have, the calls that we're having from the referee.
You want to see that energy right now. That's really good. You see a hungry team, not fall into the pressure or break into the pressure, or meeting the pressure head on, trying to close this lead.
To me, the energy for this McNamara team is different. This is not the same energy that we've been seeing the past 4 games. It's a different team right now. And maybe when we go into halftime, we will see that team. But even the emotions from our look here, the emotions on the bench, everything's quiet. That shot is up and good, free throw for Bishop O'Connell. The emotion on the bench is different.
The ball moving around. Let's look for the ball. Looking to see Taylor couldn't get it, so Evan Williams with an open corner shot, and it's good. 3.
The senior, Evan Williams, putting this team on the back.
Force the ball loose. Williams gets it up. Womack Bridget Williams is open, asking for the ball. Number 12 up with a shot. 3 is good.
Now we're getting that energy that I've been crying about this whole game. The team is in it. The crowd is in it. Everyone's in it. This is that spark that Bishop McNamara needed.
Look at another poke out from Williams, but he caught over the back.
He got a little trigger happy with that one. He had a great back tip on that last possession, which led to that 3-point shot by number 12, Kirkland. That was a great shot, but you saw the emotion of Evan. He just hit that last 3, got a great back tap, was wide open, and we saw him literally doing jumping jacks, trying to get that ball back. That's a great job for the senior to put the team on his back and cut this lead.
Kirkland did a really good job of making that 3 right there. Squared his feet up and drained that. The score right now is 32-46. Bishop O'Connell was up. So minute 25 left. We'll continue to see Bishop McNamara team eat into this lead going into halftime.
Number 10 Rounds checked in his ball game.
Number 0, Xavier Johnson.
Bishop O'Connell had to know that this McNamara team would not just lay down, that they're going to fight. Coming off the screen. Pass on the perimeter, surveys the defense. Screen up top, decided to use it. I'm not liking some of these calls. From my angle, you let me know if I'm wrong, Dimitri. His feet were set on that pitch.
His feet were set, and the movement that we saw was from the man who's getting picked trying to fight through the screen. It wasn't really the screener moving his feet. So he saw movement there. I think he just called it on the screener rather than the guy fighting through the screen.
Definitely. We have a minute left in this first half.
Good defense right there. Rebound. Good rebound for Taylor. Trying to get the ball up. Foul called on Bishop O'Connell. You won't see that fast, but you want to see Wilkins really go up and finish. He elevated over top of the defender, and it just kind of came off. Really strong rebound by Taylor right there to get fouled.
To be honest with you, I think if I was Wilkins on that transition, I would have probably kicked the ball up. He had a guy hanging out on the 3-point line that was already ahead of him. But, you know, when you get that ball in your hand, all you're thinking is get to the rim.
He's asking more than Kirkland with another 3. Pass from the other side of the corner.
Yes, young man, straight off the bench, Green, 2 in a row.
Pass Charge ball. Way to be in position for Taylor. This crowd's loving his energy. The Mustangs doing a good job cracking into this lead. 35-47 now. Opportunity to bring it to single digits in this possession.
The Keith line is getting this spark that he wanted. The spark off the bench. We have these players playing their butt off right now. 30 seconds left in this first half. They're looking to take some of this shot clock. 0. Ibn trapped in the corner, looking to get out. Gets the ball to Taylor. Wilkins with the ball, crossover.
Absolutely good call. You see, number 23, Bishop O'Connell was hand checking Wilkins on that ISO play, using his hands to try to keep him balanced and keep him from pushing further into the lane. Good call. He's going to take a 1-on-1 right here.
So we have a sub at the table. Looks like number 23 Moore is going to check in.
Very, very impressive advance we've been seeing here from this Mustang team, not just from the start, but from the bench. This lineup we haven't seen too often. This is really a mixed lineup. Coach is really going into his bag right here, mixing it up for the shuffle right here. It's really working out. This lineup working out for him.
We have a 1-on-1 right now on the floor. 1-and-1, excuse me. First shot's up, and it's good. Live to shoot another day. We have one more shot attempt for Wilkins. The shot is up. I believe he threw it, and it's off. I believe he threw his shot off a little bit when he looked back to tell his teammates to get back on defense. 10 seconds left.
Yes, absolutely. Off him, that's backcourt. A good call from up the read. The ball was deflected by number 10, number 10 Rounds, but it bounced off the Bishop Connell player's knee, which is still backcourt to the touch him last before.
I see a little bit of strategic planning right here from Coach Keith Line. He has checked back in their three-point shooter, Kirkland, with 6.6 seconds left in this first half. They have a line play. We're going to see someone cut to the basket. With Kirkland with the ball, he's up, shot is up, and it is off.
Yeah, Kirkland rushed that shot right there. Kirkland rushed that shot. He had a little more time to maybe take a couple more dribbles, possibly even a pass, but at the half, the score is 36-47. The Mustangs are down. We're going to come to you live here from Bishop McNamara for the halftime.
This is definitely an up-tempo game.
This basketball season, we welcome to the field and welcome to the floor your Mustang dance team.
Once again, if this is your first time tuning in with us, I am Shanice Lee.
My name is Dimitri Antonio.
And now you guys can put a face to the voice. You know, right now, Dimitri, we have a fast-paced, up-tempo game. We have a lot of aggressiveness. We see a lot of tenacity, a lot of emotions right now within this game. Tell me a little bit about what you see here.
Right now for the Mustangs, going towards the end of this half, we saw a lot of energy, like you said. But not just that, we saw the defense pick up, which led to these offensive plays. Coaching off the bench having a lot of confidence taking these threes. Got a shot at the end, didn't go in, but I don't see that stopping his momentum going into the second half. With the pitchers on the ball, like you said, you saw a lot of energy kicking it up. I want to see that in the second half done. Make it one more notch up, okay? So get some more easy shots to make this lead a little bit easier. So you just because O'Connell team is tough and they ain't able to shoot the ball from deep.
Definitely. I believe that this Mustang, I hope you guys can hear us. We have a performance by the dance team. But this McNamara team cannot start the second half the way they started the first half. They have to be all cylinders in. Right now, the jitters, this is the first WCAC conference game. The jitters, the nerve, everything has to be out their system right now. They have to come in swinging all punches, combinations, haymakers, everything. I would like to see Coach Keithline maybe throw in that chaos that we love to see. That defense where they're trapping everywhere, getting into the sweet spot. I would love to see that defense right now. But of course, if they stay in this man-to-man defense, we have to see lockdown defense. This McNamara team cannot just play the perimeter. They cannot just play stacked in. They have to play honest, God-knows defense.
That's all we see, especially in conference game like we talked about. We see the first conference game. You should expect conference games to be a battle and to be a fight. I know they didn't think that Bishop McNamara would come in here and lay down the first conference game. So this is what you want. This is why you play the game right here. So during the halftime, I want you to spirit that I know they have as basketball players and as winners to come out here and make sure they put a show on. It's not for themselves and for the fans, it's just for the fans. And I'm pretty sure they're going to make sure that this last couple two quarters are going to be exciting.
Definitely. Now, within this first half, like I said, we all know they started out slow, but Evan Williams, telltale of this game. Point guard, emotional leader on and off the court. He definitely rallied his team to bring the noise, to pick it up. We've seen him get the ball, shoot a couple threes. We've seen him get to the basket. We've seen him back tip, get the steals. He's done everything necessary right now. Also, Kirkland, number 12, off the bench, back-to-back threes. Did he have 3 threes?
He had 2 threes, I believe.
Two back-to-back threes. He's doing his thing, and that's Taylor. Great offensive rebounding, great block. He got back on defense, got a charge that they really needed. This team is playing.
Defense, of course, that miss in transition right there, but that shows the bench right now. That Bishop McNamara, that the coach
Be sure to check out the lobby
preseason game.
with the rest
They
of your
they
halftime.
played well. You had Butler come in playing well.
Hit the snack bar, buy dinner and a drink, and support McNamara Athletics.
A little bit of
Or get your McNamara swag at the bookstore.
Tiredness.
Lots going on in the lobby. Head on out and take a
Maybe some
look.
fresher legs so we come out here and make a spark, and they are doing that. So I don't see that change going into the second half. I do see him still falling onto his bench and then making plays. So defensively, like you said, Evan Williams is now the leader of this team right now. I think he's going to come in and continue to put the team on his back defensively because he knows with those quick steals, those quick transitions, and getting the crowd into it, that could change the game really fast. So I do think they will continue to use defense as that staple point to get this lead to shorter.
Now, offensively, I do have a bone to pick. We've seen them pick it up, but that was during transition, rebounds, and defensive stops. As far as the half court game, I would love to see this McNamara team slow it down. O'Connell isn't doing anything fancy on defense. They're playing a regular man-to-man. However, their help side defense is phenomenal. McNamara just has to slow it down, run a little bit of a motion offense, get some cuts. Nigel Marshall had a great first half,
Yes, he did.
but they definitely need to get the ball into his hands. He has a big size advantage. There's no one on this court right now that can check him. If he goes to the basket strong, no one's stopping him. The best that the defensive can get maybe is a charge because he's so strong and athletic.
And I think there's multiple players in that team who can drive like him and get to the rack. So they're running those pick and rolls in that half court. But what you're not seeing them do after pick and roll is drive and force defenders to cheat over where you can find open man. They set the pick and they bounce out to the 3-point and stay dribbling the ball back there. It's not making the defense make a decision right here. So you want to attack the defense. Don't let the defense sit back there and force you to take some of the shots that you settled for in the first half. So teams coming out here 5 by 5 minutes left. They're gonna warm up. We're gonna let you guys go get some drink and things like that. Get ready for the second half.
All right, see you guys soon.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We're on mute now. I know what to say. So I was like, yo. I was running out of stuff to say. And I was mad that they did that whole first half, that whole show the first half.
Because it was so loud.
We could have did a little show and then
Came back to it.
Exactly. We could have did the last 5 minutes. We actually should do that.
Okay. If they had
something like that next time, open the band or something next time. I think they just record for 5 minutes, and then for the next 5 minutes they get off, so everybody comes warm back up. So we could talk for like 5 minutes warm up like this.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. That would be much better.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm thinking our setup too. We could just go like this. Maybe not touch nothing. Like for the next game, keep everything the same. And everything's good. And I kept checking the volumes and stuff.
It looked good, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did. I thought, and they said it sounded good.
Yep, my aunt said everything sounded good. She was on Facebook, and I think she promoted us up there too from her page.
That's good though. But they came out slow though for this first half. I mean, first quarter. Like this, I think it might be tired, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah. Tag us in the post. Okay, she put us out there. You good, Jazz? Um, they win this. Hmm? Yeah. Just I need to have them like Nigel and I can hear Coach perfectly. Nigel and Ibn, the two that I had, they need to speak louder. They're very soft spoken. Um, if they win this game here, I definitely want to get an interview, even if it's just from Coach or just one person, because and I'll let you do that since your interview's not up yet. Because that'll be 5-0.
I don't feel like conference like this Wisconsin team has a lot of size. Number 33 is a solid.
They don't have any size, but they're more fundamental.
Yeah.
They're fundamental. And I was about to speak on it, but you had said the 5 minutes thing. That pick and roll that they're doing, that shit's for show. They're not even using the pick and roll.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're not. That person's rolling. He's rolling to the middle. He just stopped. He's wide open, but they're not looking at that, and they're not utilizing, like you said, they're not utilizing the screen, dropping the shoulder, coming off, and attacking, or dropping, pulling.
You gotta do something after the screen. You can't just get a screen and then continue to dribble in the back court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta either
attack,
attack,
something,
pass,
heavy, something,
yeah,
heavy,
something like
something has to happen,
something to make the defender try to play you. But if you just set a pick and you don't use it, or you just use it, don't go nowhere, like that don't work. So,
right.
Like you want to see them like you once you get a pick drive, though. Like once your man gets on that pick, you gotta drive it.
Yeah.
And go make a play
make
or,
something happen.
Exactly.
You gotta make something happen. And they call it ticky tack foul, so make something happen. Jazz, depending, we might not. I'm not sure. We might do the interviews for the next game. I don't know. Depends on how the game goes.
In time, though, the one that was that wasn't the one. That wasn't the one. I'm serious. I'm a point. I'm not gonna tell you tonight.
Did you see when it was like this? And we are back. We're ready to start this second half of action. Once again, I'm Shanice Lee.
My name is Dimitri Antonio.
And we are with CJ Productions, bringing you this Mustang Media. Right now, we have the score coming into the third quarter, 36-47. Bishop O'Connell up top. If you're just joining us, this is a dogfight. This is a great game from both sides of the court. We have Bishop O'Connell inbounding the ball to start this third quarter. McNamara playing a man-to-man on his defense. Great help side.
Good defense out there. I think the kick by violation every time. Good defense.
O'Connor to inbound the ball, looking for answers. Nigel's creating a little bit of a problem up there with his long wingspan. The shot is up by number 3, and it is off. Tipped around, the ball is up. O'Connell back to McNamara. And a lazy, careless pass. And his teammates is definitely getting on him right now. That's a rookie mistake.
McNamara foul, number 12, Garrett Kirkland, his third, team first.
We were streaking right there. Look up. And stay past the back and into the traffic.
Definitely.
Sleeping the inbound pass right there.
Definitely fell asleep at the wheel. Great call by the referees. Once again, like I said, this Mustang team cannot come out sluggish. This O'Connell team is coming out throwing punches. McNamara with a quick turnover. Bishop O'Connell's ball.
This is fullback, Marshall. Pushing up court. In the way and take the open 3.
Williams.
Spin move. Yeah. Grab the finish of the Bishop O'Connell player. Marshall with the ball in the half court. Hop step. Loses the ball. Gets it back to Marshall. 3 open. Too hard. Bishop upon the rebound. Mid-range shot. It's no good. Rebound.
Even with the ball, pass across to the perimeter. Person with the ball, pass down low to Joyner. Looking to work, trap down low. But he is too strong. Gets the bucket to go. Great bucket by Joyner. Took on 2 of the Bishop O'Connell defenders.
That was a good defensive there for Joyner. Another open 3. Gets a rim in and out. Womack bringing the ball up. Takes a 3.
Bishop O'Connell on a run transition. The shot is up, and it is off. Rebounded by number 12, Kirkland. Evans with the ball, sets it up.
That was a tracking for a minute.
Definitely.
Marshall thinks about the 3. Drives. That was a problem right there. That was a good cross from there, too.
Definitely.
Returning for the Mustangs.
Score 41.
Number 1 for Sean Taylor. And number 3 Irvin Wilkins.
For Joyner. Number 3 Wilkins is checking in for Marshall.
And you see Keith line, they had a little bit of a rhythm going into that halftime. And he's bringing those forces back off the bench to see what else they can give them. Williams on the front of the defense, they're still in man-to-man. Backdoor pass. And the shot is up and good for Bishop O'Connell.
Womack slipped on that backdoor cut right there.
Womack definitely, he cannot let his feet get planted. He has to play on his toes at all times. That way, if the offensive player decides to stop and go back door, he's there with a great shot. 3 is up by Kirkland, and he drains it.
That wasn't a tough shot right there. Good defense, getting that passing lane. Short pass from Taylor. Get back from defense. Forces a miss. The rebound off of the face of the Bishop O'Connell player, ball Mustangs.
You got a little bit upset up here, but that's what you want to see from a player. They make a mistake, they don't count, they get back on defense, and he calls a turnover for the Bishop O'Connell team. That's a great job by Taylor, but I would like to see him a little bit more focused with the careless passes.
It was the right idea. It was just a short pass right there. Open in the corner, takes a 3, and it's good. He was waiting for a big 3, 47-53. Bishop O'Connell's up, but the lead is closing.
That was number 11, Smith. He is a great spark off the bench. He is the one that you guys have seen. Shot is up, and it is off. Rebounded by Womack. We have some contact on the floor. It looks like they're going to give the foul to number 3, Wilkins. He collided with number 21 of Bishop O'Connell. But like I was saying before, number 11, Smith, right off the bench. We saw in his interview, he played with a chip on his shoulder. He had a coach from a previous coach tell him that he would never play. He would never amount to anything on the court. So of course that young man is proving that coach wrong. And I can't wait to see what else he brings within this game. That was a great 3-point shot by Smith.
Absolutely. On that call right there on the floor, I thought it was number 21 and that was Wilkins, I believe, number 3. They were locked up. Both of them were jockeying for position. I didn't see too much on their side. I thought it was going to be a no call, but referee took the call right there.
The ball is in. Smith in the stands on the head of his defense. Back door, passes back out. The shot is up, and it is good for Bishop O'Connell. And the score is back up 56-47 for a little under 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Kirkland shot
deep 3. Kirkland showing his range.
Kirkland knew what he was going to do with that ball. His feet was already set. Tough move. That was a tough bucket by number 0. McNamara has to get in front of those players and stop the run. shot was off for Smith. O'Connell in transition, pulls back. McNamara all over this one. Trap. Shot is up in the corner. It is good. Back-to-back threes for number 21. They have to find this lead.
Push his lead back up to 11. I'm sorry about that, but I'm just saying, this one kind of players have so many three-point shooters on over. Bishop McNamara has to get back on defense, and when the switch happens, you have to vocalize the switch. You have to make sure they're talking on defense. These balls scramble. That's on the full forward. Timeout call from Mustang. I'm sorry, what were you saying before I said something?
You lost me. I lost my train of thought. It's okay.
There's so many three-point shooters all over the floor. You see them getting on defense. You see them getting around. But it's not a communication. It's always that one man left open. Right now, with the 5 like that, Bishop McConnell's put out there, you can't leave anybody open. It seems that everybody who touches the ball has the range to shoot from anywhere. So that defense is really good. That help defense. That has the communication.
That's very true, and you actually made me remember what I was saying. Number 21, just literally, the play before hit a three. I think it's going to take a lot of gut and willpower from this McNamara team. Everybody who's checking everybody, you have to be responsible for your man. You have to know in your heart they're not going to score. I might even let my man touch the ball. But if they don't get that gut, it's going to be a long game. But this McNamara team is battling back. We have an 11-point game right now. McNamara's inbounding the ball. The ball is deflected out of bounds. They get another shot with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. The referee's checking the shot clock. I believe they're taking 1 second off, and they are, which leaves the Mustangs with 13 seconds. Marshall left is short, going up to the rim. He's like a freight train. He's got to get his legs up under him, and he makes that shot.
Basket is good. 0, Xavier
The basket is good for Bishop O'Connell. Number 0, Xavier. He's going to the
foul. Number 3 for the Wilkins. His second. Team third.
Bishop O'Connell's help defense is great. They have great help defense. It's making McNamara second guess every time that they drive to the basket. McNamara's help defense is a little sluggish right now. When you have to have your teammates back.
O'Connell, number 23,
it's the next person in that rotation responsibility to step over, either take a charge, stop the ball, then the whole defense has to rotate so that no one is left open.
Yeah, exactly.
Pass down low to Taylor. Does a jab step, surveys it. Great pass.
From Marshall, yeah. That was a good pass from Taylor. Again, he's pushing it up. Using speed. Good defense and slow it down the fast.
The shot is up. And it's good.
3-point basket, number 1, Ryan Field.
This Bishop O'Connell team is definitely showing their range right now. That pass off the mark. Nigel to Joyner was off the mark. That's great post defense by Bishop O'Connell, not allowing that pass to get over the top to Joyner.
Anybody right now is Bishop O'Connell. Number 1, both have been using their speed on transition to force the ball inside. Deep 3 this time. It's off. Bring the ball up. Joyner is. Marshall again fighting down with an and 1. There's no way anyone in this team will stop him from doing that if you give him the ball every time. It takes a strong dribble, speed, and uses power. I'm not sure who they have on team to stop him if he continues to feed him that way.
I believe that Bishop
Returning for the
O'Connell,
Mustangs, number 24, Amari Bell.
if they have not, if
And number 23,
they do go
Ken
back to
Ford.
man, I would almost
Returning
want
for
to
O'Connell,
circle
number
everyone
35,
out,
Connell.
put Nigel down on the post, because whoever's checking him, it's a mismatch, and have him go one-on-one down low, and 1, let's get to the line, puts McNamara on the scoreboard once again. Maybe we'll see that, maybe not.
Nice soft shot right there to get the bounce on that free throw.
We're saying a 1-3-1 from this Bishop McNamara defense. A little bit of a soft trap, making this O'Connell team rush in. The ball is batted around. Notice the referee really wasn't sure what he was going to call there. He put his arm up like he was going to call a travel. Then he looked like he was going to call a foul. Then he said, oh wait, he said travel. I'm sorry.
He
Foul
said
and
travel,
something
then the
else.
foul. It ended up being a 3 second. All he did know, I think, is that it was going to Mustang's ball. He didn't know how. But he knew it was Mustang's ball. Moore with the deep three. It's short. Marshall with a great rebound and putback. 10-point game right now.
You see Moore smile a little bit. We're just going to say that Moore threw a pass just like that right to Marshall.
Coach called timeout right now. He's trying to tell his players where to move the ball at. Mustang's coach, I'm sorry.
Timeout, 30 seconds timeout. They're
Slow down.
out of the game.
To slow down McNamara because Coach Peapline is definitely giving his team. We're seeing that motion right now from Coach Peapline. He's telling them to get in it, dig deep, and let's take this win. Which McNamara should. They have all the tools, all the athletes, all the fundamentals to do so. But right now, the Bishop O'Connell team is laying it all on the line.
Coach switched to that zone right there, and that's the reason Bishop McConnell head coach called timeout. They're not that trapman and how they forced that turnover last time. They're not able to find that hole right now. I think that switch to that zone is giving them problems, especially with the energy they're using, the length they're using right now.
Ball is in for Bishop O'Connell. Seeing this 1-3-1 with a soft trap up top. A little bit of a travel. A lot of bit of a travel. The shot is up, and they are rewarded with a three. Coach Peapline's definitely not loving that one, chasing the referee down the sideline. That was the biggest travel if I haven't seen one tonight. Great take by number 24, Bill, as he mowed his way through the lane right there.
The final foul, number 0, Xavier Johnson, his fourth, team second. On the line for McNamara, number 24, Amari Bell.
Looking to convert these two. This is the
returning for the Knights, number 23, Wesley Peterson.
What's up again for Bishop O'Connell?
It would sound like that before. Like when we were doing a test, remember? Like I don't know why it was sounding like that. Yeah, I'm about to switch these back real quick. I know they're gonna work still, but I think that's why I was acting like that. But we're gonna see. Ball is to Bishop O'Connell.
O'Connell trying to find an opening in his McNamara's defense. Ball down low, strong move at Bishop O'Connell. He passes the ball back out. The shot is up by number 35, and it is good.
Basket, number 35, Connell Banks.
Williams bringing the ball up. 20 seconds left to play in this third quarter. Taylor puts it up. That three-point shot is off. O'Connell with the ball. 14 seconds left. Williams has to be careful, making sure he doesn't pick up that foul.
We just talking about there it is right there, yeah.
Maybe I spoke that one to his good.
Maybe a little bit. Just trying to give him a warning. I think it was a fair warning right there.
Right. We have 6 seconds left in this third quarter. Bishop O'Connell's ball taking it out on the sideline.
I know that last shot, coach is a little disappointed. Good steal for Williams. Kind of corralling. He goes up. Just short off the front of the rim right there. Where did he wear the clock? There's only 2 seconds left, so that was a good job of getting the ball up.
O'Connell foul, number 23.
Whether he thought he was going to make it or not, he definitely knew that there was only a few ticks left on the clock, and he had to get the ball up. Like you said, that was a great job. He has a chance for two right here to go into the end of this quarter. 2.5 seconds left. With a score 73-58 going Bishop O'Connell's way.
Correction, foul on number 23, Charles Weber, his fourth.
He converts the first one, looking to make it the second. just could not convert. Bishop O'Connell's ball.
Marshall almost got another possession right there, fighting for the offensive rebound.
And Bishop O'Connell just got the ball in to let those 2 ticks tick right off the clock. Right now we're seeing
upcoming events in Mustang Athletics.
We're seeing this McNamara
Friday night, the women have
off
their
Bishop
home opener
O'Connell.
at 6:45 versus
We're also
Ireton.
seeing them not
The
playing.
men travel
We can
down
see
to
from up
Ireton
here
for
and
a
everyone
tip-off
offshore
at
in the gym
7:30.
can see that
Next
there's 3
Tuesday,
corners for this Bishop
no better
O'Connell
way to
team.
blow
That's
off
been the
steam after
telltale of the
exams.
game.
Then come on up here and check out the women's basketball team.
McNamara has to
Take on the Knights of St. Mary's Riken at 6:45.
Of the fourth
The
quarter.
men traveling down to Leonardstown to play Riken at 7.
If they do stop
And
the
then,
3-point shot, they
Friday
have
next
opportunity
week,
to come to these
men
leads.
return
In
home
the half
to
court,
face the
Marshall's doing a good job of finding shots inside.
The women
The
headed
last
down
possession
the
they had was
military
into a
road
quick three.
at
I was
7.
disappointed, but I think they can come out
Come
and
on
be a little
out
more
and
patient on
support
offense.
your
I
Mustangs.
do think this fourth quarter is an opportunity for the offense to come together. And if they can just stop the 3-point shot and force a little bit of turnovers on defense, they have an opportunity to really close it in this fourth quarter.
Definitely. Right now, we're going to see who lays it all on the line for this last 8 minutes. Every tick in this 8 minutes counts. So we'll see who's going to dig deep, give it all they got for this W at the end of regulation. It will be Bishop McNamara's ball coming in. For Bishop McNamara, we have Williams, Womack, Marshall, Taylor, and Kirkland. And that's actually awful right now. The O'Connell team is not on the court, and the referee would not give Bishop McNamara the ball to throw the ball in. They have a certain amount of time to get it in, and they did not abide by that. Marshall cuts to the basket, and it's not.
Marshall.
And it's tough thing that they're finishing through contact.
Williams definitely trying to disturb the ball up top. You see man-to-man defense, McNamara, great help side, but he needs a better shot. That shot falls.
Wesley Peterson.
It's going to help defense. The defense was late right there. Womack with the ball.
I didn't like that shot right there. They're not in a rush. They have a lot of time left. A little bit of a heat check with a long three from the volleyball line from number 3, Bishop O'Connell.
He's showing range out there.
Definitely.
This 3-point shot is a problem. Williams trying to get to the ball. It's poked out. This 3-point shot is a problem right now for the Mustangs. Bishop O'Connell is putting up in transition at will and making the shots. That's the problem right now. They're making a lot of these 3-pointers.
But at this point, McNamara should know if they have to give up something, give up the cut to the basket. You don't want to give up that 3-point shot. Womack taking it down, and it's an easy track meet layup for Bishop O'Connell. Womack bringing the ball up. Marshall, great pass in the circle, and the shot is up, and it is all.
Shot's not dropping right now. That was a good mid-range shot right there. Just hard off the back of the rim.
O'Connell working the ball around.
Another open three. Misses this one. Good rebound by Marshall. Sliding high to grab that rebound. Bringing the ball up. Finds Kirkland. Nice three for Kirkland.
That's a great shot for Kirkland. That's a great shot. And that's a great job of Marshall bringing the ball up and looking at the floor and seeing his man wide open. That was a
trap. Referee failed to call it. Pass to nobody. Mustangs eventually get the ball, but that was a travel. Referees missed that.
Returning for the Mustangs, number 3, Irvin Wilkins.
We have a sub on the court. Wilkins checks in for Womack. Williams bringing the ball up. Kirkland with the head fake, shot fake. Pass down over Marshall. They're bringing a double team for Marshall. Pass the ball court.
That was a wonderful job by Marshall. Finding Wilkins open in the corner right there. He knew he got double and there had to be another man open. Really, really good job finding the open man for 3.
Great court awareness. Great court awareness. Shot is up. Long 3. It is off.
That was a good contestant joiner. Yeah, that was a good contestant joiner right there. He did a good job of closing out and forcing that miss. Score is 67-80.
There's still a lot of time left in this ball game. Marshall passes back out to Joyner. Back around to Wilkins. Pass to Marshall. Double team. Pass across court. Williams could not hold on to the ball. Got it back. Open layup. It is good.
Great ball handling right there to get it on the defender and shoot to the rack for the two.
Bishop O'Connell's coach is forced to call a timeout and get some subs in. That's a great job by Marshall. Very smart player. Very smart. He knew that he was getting his look at the basket. He was aware that Bishop O'Connell was bringing in that back defender for a shot. So someone had to be open, which is that cross-court pass in the corner. 2 times back-to-back, he was able to deliver, and they got a great shot. That's a great job by Nigel Marshall.
I know Coach for the Bishop McCollum team is making an adjustment. They're not going to be able to double Marshall. Marshall's too good of a passer in those places. When some of that glasses, he can elevate over the defender's outstretched arms and find that open man. So that double team is not going to work. They're going to have to scratch that. But on defense right now, the Mustangs have to continue to be tenacious and have outstretched arms on all these shooters. Okay, I believe they're gonna try to get some easy shots. They have a lead here, and it's going into we're in the fourth quarter, so I think they want to get some easy shots. Make sure they play honest defense and make sure they have outstretched arms and catching those threes.
Definitely. Everything you said is right on point. This Kirkland off the bench, he's doing a great job. He's doing an absolute great job, and he's earning his minutes right here.
He is. He's in here in crunch time because he has that threat of the three. And he's making his threes right now, confidently pulling them.
And he's not forcing anything. He's taking them in rhythm. He's knowing once he gets the ball, where he is, foot behind the line. All great motions, great shots by Kirkland. Great job. McNamara bringing up a little pressure. 3 defenders in the front court. Williams on the top of his man-to-man defense. He has to be careful. I know that he has a couple under his belt, couple fouls.
What a save! Williams going to the rack. Mid-range shot. Transition's no good. He fights for the rebound. Mustangs get it back. Wilkins open in the corner. Takes a 3.
That 3 is off, but definitely I believe a foul should have been called. As Wilkins came down, as Wilkins was on his way down, the defender hand was all over him. That's definitely a foul. There was contact. He had no way to land. But that's a great defensive play for Bishop McNamara to get the ball back.
I think he and the coach on the same page up there. Coach was talking to the referee about that no call.
And McNamara fell asleep and won.
Basket is good.
Dumb foul by Joyner. If he's going to foul him, make sure he doesn't make it. That almost could have been called an intentional foul.
It was intentional, like you said. They also could have called it, but like you said, if you foul someone, you cannot let them get through your range. You're going to purposely foul them. Foul them hard. Do not let them get up, but grab their arms or something.
First shot is up. Excuse me. The only shot was up, and it is off. Jump pass by Wilkins. Pass is broken up. 35 goes up. I don't know. That's a 50-50 call. If I was a referee, which I'm not, I'm up here with you, I don't think I would have made that call. Nigel Marshall was straight up. He's just a big guy.
It's unfortunate that he was even in that position to have to play defense. The ill-advised pass led to that fast break. Wilkins trying to force it too much. He could have brought the ball up, but in his zone, he throws the ball into the teeth of his zone, and of course, outstretched arms tips it, and they come up with it. Unfortunately, that Marshall picked up that foul, but I believe you're right. He went up high with his hands up. It was right side, maybe.
Definitely. We have Womack that checks in.
Maryland license 3BD 9405. Please move your car. Hyundai with Maryland license
Shot is good.
9405. Please move your car. And nice shot, Gary.
Marshall and Kirkland have both done a good job offensively of keeping the Mustangs in this game. Marshall is dribbling and penetrating and then kicking the ball out to the open defender when the defender shoot over to him, to the open man. When the defender shoot over to him. He's doing a really good job of finding the open man. Kirkland is dropping all his threes when he gets those opportunities.
Definitely. Great two-man game right there. Definitely. McNamara saw some sparks, but they have to be able to keep it up to the end of this game. Right now, we have the score 72-83. McNamara up by 11.
Bishop O'Connell right now is trying to do a good job of closing this game out. We're going to see if they have what it takes to close this game out. But going forward, even for the Mustangs, this is a good test. Going forward in the conference play, there's going to be more games tough like this, more games close like this. And when you're in a fight, you're going to think about the last time you were in a fight and how you reacted. So you want to see your team come out here and finish strong no matter what the final score will be.
Definitely. Right now, McNamara is being battle tested. So we're going to see how they will overcome this deficit and to see if they can come out victorious at the end. We have it 4 minutes, 18 seconds, 83 to 72. Bishop O'Connell inbounds the ball. Number 0 crosses over. Cross-court pass. The shot is up, and it is off. Luckily for the Bishop McNamara Mustangs, Womack pushes the ball, crosses over, and the ball is stolen. Breakaway layup. It is good.
The final basket, number 0, Xavier Johnson.
Marshall with the ball, cross-court pass. William attack.
Almost finishes on that attack. That was a really, really nice crafty take. Better crafty finish to almost make the bucket. But then get 2 shots on the line. Why not score 72-85?
On the line for McNamara.
Mustangs
number
are
0,
down.
Evan Williams shooting 2.
About 3 minutes and 43 seconds left.
They've been a little bit shaken up after that play. He's trying to get himself together at the free throw line. Maya took a knee to the thigh groin area. Excuse me. First free throw is up.
Returning for the Mustangs, number 1, LaShawn Taylor. Now checking in for the Mustangs, number 3, Irvin Wilkins.
Wilkins is checking in right now for Williams. He's still a little shaking up, trying to walk it out. Went to the trainers for some assistance.
McNamara bringing these traps all over the floor, which we were waiting to see in the beginning of the game. I'm not sure why they went to that, but it definitely caused a turnover. The shot is up and good. Great start out of that good play.
Good hands, outstretched hands. That steal and 3 was big right there for the Mustangs right there. Great defense. And like you said, we were asking for those traps. We bring them in the full quarter and we get a turnover and quick 3 from them. I'm sure they're going to come back to those traps.
O'Connell bringing the ball up. McNamara denying every pass.
Good defense from Marshall.
Marshall sidestepped and swindled his way to the basket.
He snagged that loose ball like it was a magnet, and he grabs it and finishes strong over the defender. Right now, 79-85, the crowd really getting into it. Williams is looking like he's trying to check back into the game. He's maybe feeling a little better.
Definitely, he's letting the coach know that he's okay. McNamara playing defense. Shot is up at number 20, and it is off.
Ball touched the out of bounds line. Taylor tried to save it, which he might have actually done, but the ball touched the out of bounds line first. Mustangs ball.
That was a very close one. And like I always say, do not save the ball under your opponent.
You're going
You're going to get the ball and it's going to end up in your favor. Right now, we have the score 85 to 79, 2 minutes and 24 seconds left. Bishop McNamara's ball. Kirkland with the ball coming off the screen. He pulls up. Shot is off. That's the one bad shot I've seen Kirkland take all night. His feet were not up under him with that shot. McNamara is scrambling, causing all types of chaos to this team.
Good block by Marshall back on defense. Wilkins going to the rack. Euros and finishing strong.
McNamara is on their feet. The score is now 81 to 85 with a minute and 40 seconds left. This crowd has erupted and came alive. We have a new
Moves the ball. With the jump back to the rack. Finishes off again. 83-85. Mustang down 2. Coach is on fire. This Mustang team is showing their heart right now, and the crowd is loving it. Down 2 with a minute 30 left.
The crowd's loving it. I'm loving it. I literally just got chills coming through my body right now. The whole atmosphere is electrifying. This is a great game. Like you just said, we had the 83-85. Bishop O'Connell, is only on top by 2 points. This is the first time McNamara has cut this lead within 2 points at the beginning of the first 8 minutes of the first quarter.
This is impressive. The defense they've had has sparked all these offensive possessions. Quick shots, easy shots from turnovers right now. That defense picked it up a notch in the fourth quarter. And they've led to this 2-point deficit where they have opportunity to win this game with a minute 30 left.
Definitely. Like you said, I told you, this last quarter will tell you the true heart of the team, whether it was Bishop O'Connell or whether it was Bishop McNamara. We've seen Bishop of McNamara weather this storm for 4 quarters up until now. They weathered it slowly, brick by brick, getting points on the board. Things weren't going their way. They never lost focus, never lost their trust in their teammates. And right now, we have this ball game within a possession. This is a great game.
The crowd's really into it. Hopefully, this crowd will affect the Bishop O'Connell team. The Louds has been all day in there.
I'm not even sure if you guys feel, but we're not that important right now. This is a great game. Bishop O'Connell inbounds the ball. Rings on the trap. Hands across court. 20 seconds left in the shot clock. We're having defensive champ. McNamara scrambling on defense.
Nice steal for Womack. Bring it up court. Hesitate.
Definitely. His energy took the ball. What he should have done was work that ball back out. Maybe kick the runners back, set the offense up. But it's okay. Still a lot of time to play. A minute and 15 seconds left. Emotions are very high right now.
I'm sorry, but I disagree with that charge spot. Physically, he did hop the beat under control. His shoulder was not down, and he was bobbed. I don't think he initiated the contact as much as the other player for Bishop O'Connell flopped.
Bishop O'Connell calling for his players before he brings the ball up. It's a little over a minute left to play in regulation. Fumbles the ball, was able to corral it. McNamara in a man-to-man on the defense. Hesitation. The shot is up, and it is off. Rebounded by Bishop McNamara. Lazy pass. Bishop O'Connell with the ball back to get another chance at life. And there's a foul on the floor, foul by Nigel Marshall. Nigel, in crunch time, I'm sorry to say, you cannot have those mistakes. You cannot throw the ball away with a little over 40 seconds left. You cannot have those mistakes. I'm sorry. And now that puts number 0 for Bishop O'Connell at the line to make it a 2-possession game.
I know he's mad at himself for that pass. He wish he could have had it back. You can see a defender hiding behind one of the other Mustang players at the line. First one's good. The 3-point game with 41 seconds left.
Still a lot of time. Still anyone's game. You see point guard Ethan Williams going to his coach for a little bit more instruction. The second shot's up, and it is good. 4-point game. 41.5 seconds left. A little handoff to Kirkland. Pass to Womack. The attack gets in the line. Pass it off the mark. Foul on the floor by Kirkland to stop that run. It is almost a track meet once again.
McNamara foul. Number 12, Derek Kirkland with 14-10.
I'm sorry, was that this was a
Checking into the game, number 11,
That was
Cameron
Womack on that pick, I believe.
Womack on the tape.
On the line.
He should have
Number
gathered
0, Xavier Johnson, shooting 2.
His Euro step had him where he needed to be, just a little bit too much on that layup. And Bishop O'Connell making their free throws right
Now
now.
checking in for McNamara.
Making a 5-point game, about 30 seconds left here.
This game is far from over.
Mustangs need to either miss here. What they make? They need a 3 on this next possession right here.
Williams picks the ball up, gets it to the front court.
Marshall with the 3.
And it is all. They need the foul right now if they're going to do anything.
The Mustangs did an amazing job fighting back into this game. Mr. Connell did weather this storm. There's about 21 seconds left here. We're going back to the line. It's a 6-point lead. There's a chance that these free throws could ice the game.
On the line for
Whether or not this game ends with a McNamara loss, this game still shows the heart of this team and the fact that they wouldn't have fight no matter what the score is, no matter how the game was going before. They're always thinking about that next play. So I know no matter how this game goes, this team and this coaching staff is going to be looking forward to the next game.
That first free throw for number 0 from Bishop O'Connell was off. He's looking to convert the second one. That free throw was off. Rebound by Nigel Marshall. Ibn pushes the ball up court. Marshall to the basket. The shot is up by Wilkins, and it is off. Ibn Williams ties up number 35 for Bishop O'Connell, sending him to the line. 10.1 seconds. It's an 89-83 ball.
McNamara, number 0, Ibn Williams, his 4th. On the line,
It's an impressive game from both teams right here. I think what happened is just those early threes kind of took its toll. I believe the Mustangs came out with half the intensity they had in the fourth quarter. In the first half, this game wouldn't even be close. That defensive intensity really picked up in the fourth quarter, and that's what led to this comeback right here.
Definitely. Free throws up, and it's good. McNamara takes the last shot. The ball is inbounded, turned over, bad pass by Nigel Marshall. And I'm sure they will run the clock out. And that is the end of this ball game. The score is 90-83. Bishop O'Connell on top.
That's
So
our
we're going to
final.
bring you a little bit of a
McNamara
game.
83, O'Connell
Thank you,
90. We thank everyone for coming out tonight to support our Mustangs and WCAC Athletics. We especially want to thank the Mustangs cheerleaders and dance team for showing their support by sharing their talent. Don't forget, Friday night, come on back to see the women's home opener versus Ireton at 6:45. As you leave the gym tonight, please exit through the door by the band. Doors by the stage are for McNamara Athletic staff only. Once again, please exit through the door by the banner. Thank you
But they were
again
able to rally
for coming
back,
out
keep
tonight.
the momentum, get the
Please
fans up
drive
under them, the
safely.
coaching staff, everybody up under him, and they were able to rally back within 2 points with 2 minutes, I believe, a little over 2 minutes left in this last quarter. I believe that shows the heart of this team. I believe it shows the trust in this team. They trusted in everyone. Everyone had their hand in that rally back. Of course, it didn't end the way that they wanted them to, but that shows the heart, and I will run through a wall with a team like that.
I think you're right. I think that's the most important thing about this game. It's the first conference game, and you never want to lose your first conference game. But you're gonna have many more conference games. You're also gonna see the Bishop O'Connell team again too. So you want to leave a taste that there is no quit in this team, and that they're resilient. Knowing going forward that when they play other teams, they're gonna continue to play hard, no matter what's happening, no matter which way the whistles are going, or who's making what shots. This team's gonna continue to play hard and fight every time. So I think the coach was able to see a lot from his players today, even though they didn't win. Sometimes you learn more in losses than in wins.
Definitely. We've seen Ibn Williams had a great game tonight. Marshall, great game tonight. Wilkins, great. Honestly, all around the board, everyone had a great game tonight. And of course, it wasn't a perfect game. You're gonna have these types of games. Every game is not gonna be perfect, but once again, like I said, it was great to see this team rally back, and they're not done. They have another game for the week. I'm trying to look at our schedule right now, and I'm going to give you guys when the next game is and when you can tune in.
As you're looking for that, it was just unfortunate to see a couple mistakes be the deciding factor in this game. Throughout the games and how things go, you never want to really think about what happened before that last play that happened that didn't work out. But when you look at it, about a minute left, a minute 30 seconds left, every mistake or every decision made in there was critical. Unfortunately, when the score's 83-85, you have Womack driving, they call it an early charge. A lot of adrenaline rushing right there. That game could have tied up or took it to lead with that possession right there. So those small mistakes, and then Marshall getting that rebound and trying to pass the ball out, looking for somebody, and then unfortunately gets the turnover. Those small mistakes are the ones you're going to key on. And those might be mental mistakes, maybe not a skill thing, but in a crunch time moment, keeping your composure and making sure you make that proper play. Because it's always easy when you're up, or it's almost always easy when you're losing too. But when the game's closer, you're fighting right there. Those decisions get a little bit harder, a little bit faster. So it was unfortunate to see those couple plays not go their way. And if they did, we could be having a different conversation right now. But regardless, a lot of fight, a lot of resiliency in this team, which is always good in the team. You never know. You continue to work on your craft. That can always lead to good things when you're resilient.
Definitely, I agree with everything you said. I'm actually looking forward to getting back and covering this team. We saw a lot of great things from players off the bench. We saw a lot of great things, from the starting five. And McNamara has a lot of weapons. They have a lot of weapons, and I can't wait to see them get back in action. That team was 4-0. They are now 4-1. Unfortunately, they took this loss just now, but I'm sure when they go on the road December 15th to play Bishop Ireton, they will be looking to bust some heads. They will be looking for that win. But you guys can tune in. You guys can catch us December 15th, where we will be covering our first girls game, varsity game. They will be playing at 7 o'clock. So you guys definitely should tune in to see our Bishop McNamara Mustangs get that win. Once again, I'm Shanice Lee.
I'm Demetri Antonio.
With CJ Productions. It's a wrap.
Thank you for watching. Here you go.
Oh, you got it.
It was muffled off the bus. Is it for the test part? Because I can hear you, but I can hear you a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Because at first, when people were telling me it was cool, then my mom listened, she was like, it's kind of muffled. And then she was like, tell him to speak up some.
I feel like it might have been when I switched these around too the other time. I didn't know that.
I'm going to check it out. I'm going to look back on the video.
So Tom, I want to get the phone back and work on it. When's our next game?
15. So that would be Friday.